Howdy everyone, Pocher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about this wonderful team here. Tiron, Sacrif, Abaddon, Xaart, Balthazar. We've got the good of the good and the bad of the bad. Balthazar being new to the game. People have figured out how to use him, or kind of use him, and it can be quite annoying. I had two messages from two different people actually this morning asking to beat this team specifically. So this is probably the hardest team I've ever had to try and beat so far. It took me a while, but we got there. The team I'm going to show you on how to beat this. It is not a guaranteed 3-star. If you saw this team specifically, unless you found a better team than what I'm going to use, if you found this team in a tournament, I would highly recommend staying away from it. It caused me a lot of grief, a lot of grief. But yeah, figured out how to beat it. We did 3-star it. I've already recorded the footage. When you see the fight, it will be daytime. So, yeah. Anyway, there's the team we're going to be versing. This is the team we are going to be using. And pause it for a second, guys, because if you can guess what I'm going to be using, good work. Because I honestly didn't think I would find the team to beat this, but here we are. This is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my own Tyros. I'm going to use Rock, Lucky, Valendar, and Shodar. That's right, the Dwarves are back. The Dwarves are beating one of the hardest teams in the game. Believe it or not. Well, I do believe it, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you actual physical proof that it can work. The aim of the team is control. We are just controlling the enemy. We're using Tiron for his Stellar Rain ability, I think it is, that can reset the enemy's initiative. We're using Rock to lock down the enemy with his stun. We're using Valendar and Shodar to lock the enemy's abilities down. And Lucky to just keep us alive. Just keep us alive for as long as possible. That is the team we're going to be using. Anyway, I'm going to show you the battle firsthand, and then you guys can decide. And if you have a better team to use against this the monstrosity I just showed you, then by all means, please leave a comment below, because I'd love to see the creations you guys come up with. Anyway, ladies and gents, let's get into it, and let's see some dwarf love. Now, going into this battle, there are a few important things you need to know, okay? First of all, you're going to start off with Rock's freeze ability. You really need to apply that, and perfect. What I wanted to happen happened. As you can see, we crit Sacrif, which means her passive proc, which allows her to dodge the next attack done against her. Now, that's very important to note, because that dodge can happen on either Tiron, Sacrif, or both of them. And if it does, you need to be prepared. So we're going to use Stellar Rain on our friend Abaddon there. As an alright hit. Now, when it gets to Lucky's turn, what you want to do is use your auto attack against one of the characters that got the dodge buff. Now, if they both got the dodge buff, you need to use the auto attack against Sacrif to get rid of the dodge. Now, why we get rid of the dodge is so we can use Earthquake Rune, and that's going to apply the Dwarf Mark to all our enemies. Now, if they have that dodge mark on them, the mark will not be applied, and if you do not apply the mark, you're in a lot of trouble. Now, if both of them, like I said, have the dodge buff, you want to get rid of it on Sacrif over Tiron. Now that everyone has the mark, we are going to pop that, and then everyone has cooldown now. All their cooldowns are up. They cannot cast their abilities. The only abilities that are active are the passives, which is fine for us. We're going to use our Fireball attack because we want to get rid of the things of our friend Sacrif and Tiron there, which it did. And now we're going to follow up with Cyclone, which will reduce, has the chance of reducing the initiative of our enemies, which is really helpful to us. And then we get rid of Abaddon. Awesome, he's out of the picture. We're in a really good state. I am not going to use my healing ability yet on Lucky. I want to just save it for one more turn. We're just going to auto attack. Unfortunately, Abaddon's passive still went off, which means we are forced to attack Tiron. Now the passive is gone. We are going to move over to Xaart, and we are going to kill Xaart. We want to take Xaart out of the picture, because we do not want the chance of his passive coming, his abilities coming off cooldown and him resurrecting Abaddon. We do not want that. So I'm going to use my healing ability now. And then we are going to... What we are going to do is we are going to slam our friend Balthazar there and get him to sleep, because I do not want him to cast his debuff nonsense. Xaart should die. I'm going to take the chance and hope he dies, and then we are going to take out Xaart. Not Xaart, Balthazar, sorry. We will be able to put Balthazar to sleep here. Amazing. And then we can finish off Balthazar as well. He has 5 stacks as well. We do not want him to cast that. Otherwise, we are in a lot of trouble. Balthazar, okay, we should still be able to kill Xaart. Wonderful. And now we are going to work on Sacrif. We want to take Sacrif out of the picture. I'm not going to use my Resurrect. That is there for an emergency, because they will start aiming Lucky in a second, or when oh no, they're not. Not Tyros. Trodar still has his taunt up. We're gonna resurrect taunt. Resurrect. What am I saying? We're gonna resurrect so we can get Trodar's health up to full, and then we are going to keep attacking our friend Tyros here. We are in a pretty good position now. This team, it's not a successful 3-star team. This was a really lucky fight. Okay, really lucky fight. I was expecting to do this video on a 2-star. This is definitely the hardest team I've ever had to fight. So we are just going to auto attack from here. We're going to reset his initiative, and he finishes off. This is the hardest team I've ever fought in this game. Absolutely. This video was very lucky. Please don't come out of this thinking that you can 3-star this team all the time. It's very difficult to 3-star this setup, okay? Every attempt I've had, I've probably practiced this 10 or so times. I reckon a good 8 of those times I came out with only 2 stars. Some of them were even 1 star. It's a very difficult fight. This was a very lucky encounter. Very lucky I was able to record it here. But yeah, that is the best way to fight this team that I found. You can replace lucky with Xaart, like I've said. The success rate with Xaart in it, though, you still win, but there's a lower chance of getting 3 stars just because Xaart's heal puts a dot on him, and you really want as much healing as you can. The slow and the evasion from Xaart definitely helps, but it's a harder team to 3-star with. So yeah. Before I sign off today, I just wanted to give a shout out to the Avengers. He is in Discord. He approached me. He is making, or he's willing to make, clan posters for anyone out there that is in Discord. If you are after clan posters to help promote your clan, feel free to message this guy, the Avengers 6801. He is in the Age of Magic Discord, not hard to find. And yeah, tell him that you want to post it for your clan and what you want, and he hopefully can sort you out. If you cannot get a hold of him, or you can't find him for some reason, whoop, his thing disappeared. Where is it? Awesome, cheers. Thanks for messaging while I was doing the video, Avenger. Anyway, back on it. As you can see, he has a pretty good response time. Yeah, feel free to hit him up. If you can't find him, if you can't message him, hit me up in Discord, and I'll send you in the right direction. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message below. I'll answer it to the best of my ability, and wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.